Okay, so after I checked out the gun, looked at it, got the extractor back, everything looked cool. I tested feeding and everything. I said, all right, let's go out and I'm going to try the gun out and see what happens. So went out, had the stick mag, and this is what the results were. All right, so we're out here with this Thompson carbine, and what I found the problem was is when they fired this weapon, the extractor came out and wedged the bolt, like almost 3/4 of the way back. I seen another YouTube video where an individual, the same thing happened to him. So what I did is cleaned out all the heavy grease, cleaned the bore and chamber, got the extractor back in, it fell back into place. And so what I'm going to do here is try to fire 5 rounds and see if our extractor stays in place. So let's see. Well, that went pretty good. Alright, I'm going to set up the camera and get some shots of me shooting this sucker. Okay, now having felt that I got the problem solved and was just, maybe they didn't clean it and there was gunk in there and that's what pulled the extractor out. I loaded about 15 rounds in the mag and sat there, and I was just going to see how accurate it was and cycle the gun to make sure everything's going good. And actually halfway through, it wasn't that many. The gun did it again. I fired it. I'll show you the primer, but I fired it and it got stuck once more. Okay, and also when I looked at the last shell that fired in it, okay, there was something wrong with the primer. Alright, so that's another indication there's an issue with, I believe, the firing pin also. Alright, I'm going to fire a few off the bench just to see where this thing's shooting. Okay, that was it. Extractor looks like it's moving again. So check that out. Alright, I got about 20 rounds through it, but it appears you can see the extractor's backed out again. So what I'm going to do is order another extractor because this is unsatisfactory. So for some reason the extractor's moving on this. Now it was surprising I got that much ammo through it. But here, let's take a look at the case. I gotta go gather up all the brass. But if you look, the firing pin shot a hole right through it. Okay, I gotta go check my my brass. That might have done it. If that happened, you could have got a backblast, which is knocking that extractor out. So that's something I got to look into. If any of you had a model like this or a Thompson that does that, put something down in the comment section. Let's go look at the target and just see what it did, accuracy-wise. Alright, the ones at the bottom were when I was just shooting offhand, but off the bench, Got 4 in a diamond and a bunch up there. I was aiming kind of high because I kind of noticed that. So that's not too bad. That's interesting. You can actually shoot this thing once you got used to it and hit probably fairly good with the ball ammo. But now I got to go back and dissect this again, and it looks like I'm going to have to get another extractor, but I have to also examine the brass. I have to gather that up and look at it. Okay, I'm sorry. I only shot 13 rounds where I had that one blow out and throw the extractor out. So all the other brass, fired brass, looks normal. Okay, so obviously something works itself loose, and then once that extractor blew out, it's sticking way up. Try to focus. You can see it's way above the bolt face, and it's pulled out and it's wedging this into the receiver. So the gun's got to be disassembled, and I have to tap that down again and get the bolt free. And then I think I'm going to take out the extractor, firing pin, and all that, and kind of diagnose it, maybe replace it all from there. Alright, so that's it for today with this. So now I got an idea of what it's doing. So now we can work on it some more.